You think closing the tunnel was smart? You slot yourself in with us. I'll make sure you rot down here.
People race!
Everything going! Trouble now! I ain't afraid of you now!
Good work. Go on ahead back.
No survivors.
Back for more? Beautiful! Spinning up! Need a new map.
Vital signs critical.
Division agent, back up! Man down!
I don't see them.
I'm out! Fuck her up. I'll be dead. Uh-oh. Man down over here! Going loud! Take no prisoners! Jammer outbound! You're good to go.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Serious trauma detected.
Tango's in my sights. Contact. Over.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
He's gonna stay down. Flank them! Now!
Serious trauma detected.
Right here.
I got him! Swing around the flank! I need new plates!
Hostile vendor seeker mine detected. Rogue bombardier drone detected. Hostile bombardier drone detected.
I'm out! You alive?
What's up, Agents? Wolf here. Hopefully you did enjoy the gameplay. Welcome to my Shredder PVE build. This close range SMG build will allow you to mince your way through any NPCs in the game. We can absolutely destroy hunters playing solo in Countdown. We can solo legendary missions and race through heroic content with absolute ease, killing 5 NPCs with 1 magazine of an SMG. This build works in a group or solo, it doesn't matter. We have not spec'd into the memento bag because I wanted to keep this non-situational. You don't have to stack it up and you can use this in a team. So let's take a look at the build as a whole and then I'll go through it in full detail. So what we have here is a nice close range SMG build utilizing the Dark Winter with perfect killer. Killing an enemy with a critical hit grants 50% crit damage for 10 seconds. Because Striker gives us a lot of weapon damage, we need to stack some crit. And if we do that, weapon damage and crit, we are going to just rinse all the NPCs in sight. As you could see from the gameplay, the damage this is one of the highest damage builds in the game. Now, if you go full red, that's obviously up to you. You can put as many blues as you would like on the setup. I have chosen to go for just the 2 blues, and I know the Picaro's holster, hopefully we can reroll it to a red. If that's the case, then you might be able to do, well, you will be doing a lot more damage than you saw, but we need to kind of balance survivability and also give our shield some tears. And because the shield helps us tank some of the damage, and it also gives us more damage because it's a striker shield for the firewall specialization. So with this build, we have gone for 4-piece striker, the chest and the bag. Very important. Like I said, no memento. And we have got 2 pieces that give us weapon damage. Very important. You're probably thinking to yourself, why not Coyote's Mask? Yes, we have got crit damage in other ways from our watch, from the gun, and we've rolled crit chance and crit damage on the pieces, but I think weapon damage is going to be better. As I've always said, weapon damage is your non-crits and your crits. Crit damage, even if it's higher, is only 60% if you're lucky of your magazine. It's 60% per bullet. So if your RNG is in your favor and you do get 60%, sometimes it can be more or less, then this will still do more damage generally because it's non-crits and crits. So that's why I think weapon damage is always going to be better. Picaro's holster, 15% weapon damage, and then the Sockle of Concern for the SMG, we have got a beautiful 10%. So this is very, very good. And that combination of the crit damage and the baseline weapon damage, if you see what I mean, is a great It's a match made in heaven. It's a great way to set this build up, and it's one of the best ways. So let's take a look from the top. So the specialization I've gone for is Firewall, because we get that striker shield, which gives us more damage, and it gives our teammates more damage as well. Now, I normally test my builds in a solo situation, because if I run in a team, I could have damage from a healer and things like that, or coyotes masking my team. So it kind of doesn't really showcase the setup as well. So that's why I normally play solo, but this works great in a team. So we have got 1.1 million armor. It's up to you. I did try with another red and another blue. I find this to be the perfect balance. When you get pushed by NPCs, even on Legendary Summit, you can absolutely beam them away. Any content in the game, the damage just outdoes whatever's pushing you. And I think that's why this works so incredibly well. But you're probably thinking to yourself, how are you going to survive? You don't need to. This is all about that damage. The damage gets rid of the NPCs before they can do anything to you. And I think that's what makes this so powerful. And once you try it, you will see what I mean. So let's go from the top now. Now we've got the specialization, what it is going to be Firewall. Now, I think the armor kit's also really good. It's up to you. You can have Technician for another skill tier. Really go for whatever suits you. Protection from elites, we can go that route with the Survivalist. It gives you 10%. And another thing I'm going to mention is, when you had a look at me fighting that hunter in the countdown, it actually is going to be protection from elites. I put protection from elites modifications on my chest, mask, and bag. But that would be, to be honest, I would spec more to that into a solo countdown build. But right now, soloing countdown, especially on heroic, is just not worth it. So I might post a solo countdown build in the future. Let me know in the comments down below. So the Striker 4-piece, quite simple. We get a lot of rate of fire and weapon damage. You guys know how it works by now. It's been reworked. Weapon hits increase total weapon damage by 0.65, stacking up to 100 times. So we lose stacks, but it has been fixed now. It's a lot better. So you guys know the drill. Stack it up, get more damage. We stack it up with the drum shotgun, ACS 12, or the one that I've got right here, which is nice, the rock and roll with an extended magazine. It's up to you. It doesn't really matter. The chest piece of the Striker is important because it increases our stacks from 100 to 200. Now you might think to yourself, well, some of the fights or in the heroic missions, you might not be able to keep the damage up or keep it greater than 3/4 of the way. This is how I find it. I still melt through them. And if I need that extra damage when I'm fighting a boss or a hunter or a rogue agent, I can get that extra damage very quickly. Therefore, I can take them out. So it does make up for it. Yes, you won't have it all the time maxed out, but that's the thing. If you're only going to use this in heroic missions, put another 2 blues on your build. Therefore, you can make use of the higher stacks because you have to shoot more to kill the ads. If that makes sense, you get more bang for your buck. So I find this to be good, but it's up to you. Test it for yourself and adapt the build to suit your own playstyle. So the chest piece is a must. So 3 stacks lost per second between 100 and 200. I have made a video before explaining the changes. Let's not go through that today. I want to try to keep this video short and sweet for you guys. The backpack is actually very important. Memento would be good, guys. Picaro's Memento, if you really want to just play solo in heroic or just collecting trophies, gives you lots more survivability, but more damage. But for me, the backpack's very important when using the chest. Increases total weapon damage gain per stack of Striker's Gamble from 0.65 to 1%. That's a big difference, and this build is working in a team or by yourself. And in Countdown, any kind of mission, summit, anything. So this is really good. It's a must-have. Then Picaro's and Sokolov. So the weapon I have got right now is the Dark Winter. You can use other SMGs, but I feel like this is great. Damage 2 targets out of cover with perfect killer. This weapon works incredibly well. Now, the chatterbox is something I want to talk about also. This is a lot of fun. I do find it to be problematic when I'm fighting a boss or certain rogue agents or hunters. So I would generally only use this if you can rush the NPCs and you're around a lot of them, because you never have to reload. The chatterbox is perfect and it works incredibly well. Lady Death also works well. Safety distance is incredible when you can get the kills and you actually get optimal range and accuracy. You can beam NPCs from far away, and I have made a setup like this, a long range SMG build back in the day, so it is very strong. There's a bunch of other combinations, but I do like the Dark Winter. It's very good all round. Now, like I said, if you can't get the proc, you generally should be using something else. And the CMMG Banshee is what I use to fight solo hunters as well when I'm playing solo and I can't get the proc with Optimist. It's very good. We get the damage very fast because of the RPM. It's great. I really enjoy this gun with this. So when you're modifying this, make sure you guys have crit chance, crit damage. Don't go less than 54, 56%, somewhere there. 20 plus rounds. Then I've got the ACS 12 or the rock and roll, which is what this is, with damage to turrets out of cover, and then we can get the stacks up quickly and then swap to our SMG. Busy Bee, I don't like to use this too much in the gameplay because it kind of distorts what I'm showing you, because I'm getting way more damage than I normally would. But this is great, guys. Make sure to use this. Gives you lots of extra weapon damage. If you can stack it all up, the damage is absolutely astronomical, so make sure you do utilize this. So each piece is going to be, we're going to try go for crit chance, crit damage. As you guys can see, I've got 131% crit damage and 57.4% crit chance, which is really, really good. The mask, crit damage modification, crit chance rolled on the attribute. The chest piece, crit damage modification, crit damage rolled on the chest piece. Then we have got crit damage on the Picara's holster. Just remember, don't roll this yet. Keep one because we might be able to roll a red suit on the core attribute. Then the bag, crit chance and crit damage modification. The gloves, weapon damage and critical hit damage. Then the Sokolov, very important, crit damage, crit chance, and the nice 10% SMG damage. Very powerful, very good. I have tried different combinations, different pieces. Catharsis, I've tried Coyotes, I did try Memento initially, but this is just get in there, do the damage. It works really well. So make sure you guys give this a try and let me know in the comments down below. Also, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Decoy, health, duration. Defender drone's really good. You use whatever skill you want, put whatever modification increases it. You'll see like a green value on the right hand side showing that you've actually made it better if you guys aren't very sure what to put on it. Then the Striker Shield, this gives us a lot of damage and I really do recommend it. So what I would say to put on here is 5% damage bonus, shield health, active regen is very nice. So it's when your shield is out, it will be healing itself. So we give ourselves a lot of damage and our teammates. So that is one of the reasons why we like to use this specialization. It's very, very good. Then the statistics, guys, pause the video if you'd like to see any of them. This build shreds through everything in PvE. It's one of the best damage close range builds in the game. I really enjoy it. It works so well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Have you tried it? Are you going to try it? Will this be in your loadout? I know I'm going to keep this for a long time. Something I want to quickly mention is, when you look at Contractors and Fox's Prey, because I know some of you may have thought, well, why didn't you use that? There's not much going on in a sense of multiplications. And the thing is, with Fox's Prey and Contractor's Gloves, it can be very situational. If you compare like swapping Fox's Prey for these knee pads, I can hit higher crits, should I say, with these knee pads than Fox's Prey, and then higher non-crits with the Fox's Prey, because it's damage to targets out of cover, the way it scales with non-crits, and because we obviously have an extra attribute on the knee pads. It can be RNG based, but a lot of the times when you're playing the game and when you're fighting NPCs, when you're pushing with an SMG, the NPCs will be in cover, and even if they're standing next to cover, it's classified as them being in cover, therefore you lose the damage. That's why I haven't gone for Fox's Prey. Same as Contractors. A lot of the NPCs in the game have health, and you won't be doing that much damage to armor, so it can be very situational. This keeps it less situational, if you guys understand what I'm saying. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.